Welcome to Not So Pro Football Talk. Today we're going to be talking about the Eagles offseason and what my overall grade for them is. We're going to be talking departures, additions, draft picks to give you my overall grade for them this offseason. To start off, let's talk about who they lost. The Eagles lost so many of their key players this offseason. They lost defensive tackle Javon Hargrave, safety C.J. Gardner-Johnson, linebacker T.J. Edwards, linebacker Kaiser White, guard Isaac Siamolo, quarterback Gardner Minshew, safety Marquise Epps, and running back Miles Sanders. This is to be expected for a team that almost won a Super Bowl to lose a lot of their players. But at the end of the day, none of these players are exactly easy to replace. Now, Howie Roseman, their GM, probably did just that. First of all, who do they resign? They resign players like cornerback James Bradbury, edge Brandon Graham, defensive tackle Fletcher Cox, and center Jason Kelsey. Keeping these key parts of their defense and keeping one of the best offensive linemen in the league was important to keep this team together. In free agency, they brought in players like Saints safety Justin Evans, Seattle running back Rashad Penny, who I am very excited to be on this team with them being so run heavy. As hopefully he can stay healthy. They also got players like Steelers safety Terrell Edmonds, Chicago Bear linebacker Nicholas Morrow. They were also able to trade for the Lions running back DeAndre Swift, which I think blew everybody's mind that they got DeAndre Swift. I think hopefully he can turn his career around with the Eagles. I think they've done an excellent job in free agency in order to replace the players they lost. They also extended Jalen Hurts to a 5-year deal worth $255 million. Getting this deal done so early before Burrow and Herbert got their deals is genius for them moving forward. They're able to get right now, which is the most expensive quarterback deal, they were able to get in the future, it's going to be a very cheap deal because he's getting in it early before Burrow and Herbert, so he doesn't have anything they need to beat. And then they drafted potentially the best player in the draft, Jalen Carter. As long as he keeps his off-the-field antics to a minimum, Jalen Carter could be the steal of the draft since on the field, he's the most talented out of that draft class. They also got players like edge Nolan Smith, offensive lineman Tyler Steen, safety Sidney Brown, and cornerback Keely Ringo. Potentially, this is the best draft this offseason. You never know with drafts because you never know how they pan out, but potentially this is the best draft this offseason. So with all that being said, I'm going to give the Philadelphia Eagles an A for their offseason. I think they did an incredible job keeping parts of this team together and then retooling for the next season, including the Jalen Hurts deal and their draft. It's just the cherry on top for this offseason. Not a lot to be sad about right now if you're an Eagles fan. The Eagles could definitely be back in the Super Bowl next year if everything goes their way. And that is why I am giving the Eagles an A for this offseason. If you guys like this video, make sure to hit the like button. If you have not yet hit the subscribe button, please hit the subscribe button. It helps so much for the channel. It costs you literally nothing. And then until next time, keep on grinding.